Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Nicholas Warner, and this is going to be a bit of a new format for me, where each week I'm going to be sharing with you guys a brand new tip or trick or hack or lesson in Adobe Lightroom or Photoshop. And I wanted to get this started off with a bang, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys a trick that I've been doing for quite a while, but I haven't shared with anyone before. So I'm really excited. Let's get into it. This is a shot I took back in January of a famous mountain in the Canadian Rockies. I've been calling this Mount Saffron for the last 2 years, but apparently it might be called Mount Kefren. So if you know, please let me know in the comments. Now you can see I've done a few basic edits to this already. And if I open up the masking panel, you can see I've already done quite a bit to make the mountain the main focus of the image. For me, the problem with this photo is that it's very two-tone. It's just kind of blue sky and then white snowy landscape. And that's not a problem, it's fine. But I just want to see a little bit more color in the sky specifically. I'm a big sucker for beautiful, beautiful sunrises, beautiful, colorful sunrises. And in this case, this was taken, probably 30 minutes after the sun came up. So all those nice colors were all gone. Thankfully, we can actually use masking to turn these clouds back into those bright sunrise colors. So to do this, I'm going to go up to create a new mask and go over to select sky. Now I only want to target just the clouds. So the way I can do that is I can subtract the blue out of the mask. And I can do so by going over to subtract and then going down to color range. And then I can turn off my show overlay and then just subtract a section of this blue sky here. I can select that. I go back to show overlay, and then we can see that only the clouds are selected now. From here, I can refine the selection with this slider here. I can go towards the right to have less cloud selection, or all the way to the left to select more of the clouds. In this case, I'm going to go more on the left-hand side, maybe not quite all the way, but I want most of the clouds selected. So now that we have our clouds selected, it's a pretty simple process of just adding color back into them. There's two easy ways to do this. The first one being the color temperature slider here. I could very easily just take the color temperature up on this, and that definitely does look good. But the way I prefer doing it is going down to our color effects panel here, and then I can choose a specific color. And in this case, I want to go a little bit more orange. And then I can go down here to our amount slider and increase it to the amount that I want to. In this case, I definitely want this to be very sunrise colory. So I'm going to go around 70%. So this is just a simple sky selection where we subtracted the blue and then added a little bit of a color cast to it. And already it's a huge difference. Let's quickly look at the before and the after on this, the before and the after. So when I first started playing around with these masks, it just kind of blew my mind how easy it was to restore or add or maybe even fake a little bit of color back in the sky, even when there isn't any there. Here's a quick side-by-side comparison, and you can see just how much more striking the example on the left is with the color brought back into the sky. I think this simple trick of just adding a little bit of color in the sky has brought this photo from probably like a 5 or a 6 up to more of like an 8 or a 9, at least in my book. This is a trick I've been using all the time since I stumbled across it a few years ago, and hopefully you can use it in your photographs. Thank you guys for watching this tip, and I'll see you next week.